I'm ready for more. You fired up, I'm fired up. Don't run from rap. 1, 2, 3. Hey. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. Game time. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I just got 20, I'm running on empty. This more where that came from, my money is silly. I feel like envy, not trying to be friendly. It is what it is, if you want me, come get me. Whenever you ready, no, I keep it steady. Yeah, I get the W, throw the confetti. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We about that action, don't ever forget it. Squad of gorillas, the army, the navy. When I call a play, I'ma score like I'm Brady. The title is mine, if you want it, come take it. Hey, I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war.
Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, this is the National Football League. We'll see Daniel Jones and the New York Giants taking on Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. Oh, good return up past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Falcon offense about ready to go to work here for the first time, and leading them as he has since 2008 is the veteran quarterback, former MVP, Matt Ryan.
I always enjoy reflecting on Matt Ryan's career at this stage because when he came out of the draft, he was the number 3 pick overall. There were plenty of doubters out there about whether you should have gone in that slot. I don't think you can find any of those doubters now, one of the top quarterbacks in the NFL.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Ryan. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. The Giants ready to go to work on offense, and leading them out, their 3rd-year quarterback from Duke, Daniel Jones.
And what he's thinking about right now is first down, let's find a way to make a big play. Because when you get a sudden change situation and that defense has to rush onto the field unexpectedly, you might catch them having a defensive breakdown or not quite prepared.
And it was really sudden after the first play picked off. Now Jones. Now he's forced out right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Throwing again on second down. Jones. Flush to his right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. Throwing Jones, and that is incomplete. The third down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
And Gano's kick is right through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of a game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Play action for Davis. Now Ryan. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage. But it'll be second down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Ryan. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Gardner, it took a while for him to lock onto a receiver, and he finally found his man coming left to right across the formation. But by the time he got the ball to him, not much of a chance to turn upfield and make anything out of it.
To throw again is Ryan. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Ryan on target to Pitts, first down Falcons.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 46. Now it's Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's got this down to the 35. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
And that's another Falcons first down, courtesy of a catch there by Calvin Ridley. Now in his fourth season, he's coming off of his best year yet in 2020. 90 catches, close to 1,400 yards receiving. He continues to ascend up the charts as one of the top receivers in the NFL.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. No gain, and it's 2nd down. Second and 10. Here's Ryan. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will tie us at 3-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Flush, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
2nd and 21, a lot of ground to cover. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Back to throw. Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Avery Williams deep for Atlanta. And a fair catch called for and taken right on the midfield stripe. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Dexter Lawrence able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you're probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Ryan now handing to Davis on the draw. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Here's Ryan to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Patterson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. The Falcons send out their punter. Jabril Peppers is deep for the Giants. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And New York set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And this is Shepard on the catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Looking to throw. Jones finds his tight end Ingram. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
To throw again on second down. Jones. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 40. Jones to Galladay there for a Giant first.
The Giants needed and went out and got a bona fide #1 receiver in Kenny Galladay from Detroit, where he spent 4 seasons and twice went over 1,000 yards. He'll really help the young quarterback, Daniel Jones.
A first down carry for Barkley. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Now a second down and 6. Back to throw. Jones. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
One-handed. Love the effort. Not much production on that play, though, huh?
Not a whole lot of yardage. You get that grab, you probably want a first down.
And he'll be the one in the film session if he said, hey, run that one back, Coach.
Yeah.
Run that one back.
One more time.
Let's see that
2
again.
more times.
And they won't.
8 more times.
They won't. Didn't get much out of it.
And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he will have a Giants first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And there is a flag, so a big 2nd down pickup, but will it hold? So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. To Barkley on the check down. Fights forward at the 20. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. It's hauled in by Shepard. Yeah, the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Looking to throw. Jones. That's to Galladay, and he's got it. Touchdown, New York. A 7-yard touchdown grab, and the Giants have taken the lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now Ryan on first down. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flipped field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw is Ryan. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Ryan, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Ryan will throw again. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Ryan. Right back to Pitts again. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Throwing again, Ryan. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage. And it's second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back. In pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Ryan. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
And Leonard Williams really lived up to his nickname, the Big Cat, in 2020 with a career-high 11.5 sacks for the New York Giants. Remember, he spent his first 4.5 seasons in the NFL with the crosstown New York Jets. Now he's getting it done, still in the Gotham City area.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
And this one is right through. And that'll bring him back within 4. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return, Jabril Peppers. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Back to throw. Jones gets it quickly to Galladay. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We saw a strong first half from the former Duke man, Daniel Jones. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Giants about set to go to begin this third quarter. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. Oh, look at the juke. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Shepard. And he's brought down. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
And despite missing 4 games in 2020, Sterling Shepard tied his career high with 66 catches, and that led all Giant receivers, and he makes a nice catch there.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. That'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough at run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now Jones on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. Well, look at looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now it's Ryan. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ryan, he's going to look deep down the field. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Ryan. He's got Hurst, his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 30 yards.
And all they wanted was enough yardage for the first down. So he runs a shorter route to pick that up. But you shake off a tackle, you see the end result.
Off to the races.
Yeah, picked up nice yardage afterwards.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Again, Ryan. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd and 5. Ryan. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Now Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And out of bounds right around the 20. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
On 2nd down, Davis. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And that's a good substantial run there from Mike Davis. And how about his career resurgence? Because he's bounced around a bit in the NFL. From San Francisco to Seattle to Chicago to Carolina. And now here with the Atlanta Falcons. Always dependable, Mike Davis.
They keep it with Davis on 1st down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime mix had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On 2nd down, it's Davis, and he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Dexter Lawrence able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Just held on to the football too long there, Charles. That's point blank, right?
Yeah, I agree with that totally. You've got to have that internal clock that goes in your head that says either get rid of the football or flush and go and use your legs and try and pick up the 1st down. I think you hung in there too long, and the blitz got to him.
And his kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Coup just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. To return, it's Peppers. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. New York's offense back out there and set to go. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. That's Grady Jarrett who forced his way through to register the sack. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Second and 15. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jones. Now he'll escape to his right, and he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
The Giants on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tyler Davison hauling it off the edge to sack him. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On second down now, Barkley. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. From the gun, Jones. He dumps it off to Barkley. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it with Barkley. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Saquon Barkley denied on 4th down. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. So Ryan and the Falcons down 13-9, 1:45 to play. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. Ryan to throw. Able to get, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Lorenzo Carter in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? We usually talk about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took him to the limits. Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later, they're going to have to stop the clock.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Here's Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on fourth down. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on fourth down. Here we go. It's Ryan on fourth down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Here's Ryan. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Ryan. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. But a really nice knockdown. He gets so much pressure in these situations on defensive backs. What are they taught?
Play the ball, not the man. Because if you have a pass interference penalty in this spot, boy, oh boy, you put your team in a bad place.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
One last shot for Ryan. He's going to try and go deep again. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or